What's up and welcome. This is me, you, and Switch 2. I am me, Tom Tate, and you are you. So let's talk about Switch 2. This is the latest and greatest Nintendo Switch 2 news brought to you every Tuesday and Friday in snackable 10-minute episodes. Today is Black Friday, November 28th. This is episode 52. I hope that you had a safe and wonderful Thanksgiving. If you're in the United States, hey, if you're not in the United States, I hope you just had a great week, right? And I hope you're having a great Friday. I put out a quick episode yesterday just to share some Black Friday deals that I thought were worth checking out. About 10 deals. I went through 5 games that are available physically, 5 games that are available digitally, and a few extra things, honorable mentions, right? So if you are out and about today shopping and you're looking for deals, check out that episode. Today, I really just have one quick headline that I want to hit, and then I will let you get back to your weekend. This might be perfect if you have some time off over the next few days, or you're just sitting around, you don't feel like diving into a big game. But Nintendo Switch Online has added a few extra retro games to their classics collection. So for NES, for the Nintendo Entertainment System, we have 2 absolute classics, worthy of the name. First, you have the OG beat-em-up Battletoads, and then you have Ninja Gaiden 2, The Dark Sword of Chaos. Both of these games are outrageously hard. These are, when people say Nintendo hard, this is what they're talking about. These games specifically, I still get twitchy when I think about some scenes in Battletoads that require those quick reflexes. And we didn't have rewind back then, right? Ninja Gaiden 2, no rewind back then. Fortunately, you can do that on the Nintendo Switch Online emulator. But if you haven't played these, definitely gear up for a challenge, but gear up for a good time as well, too. And then on Game Boy, we've got the Game Boy version of Bionic Commando, and we have Kid Icarus of Myths and Monsters. I haven't played these, but they look great. These games look great. I did play the Game Boy Color game, Bionic Commando Elite Forces, which is phenomenal. I think that's one of the best Game Boy Color games I've ever played. If you haven't played that one, maybe seek that out as well, too. I'd like to see some more Game Boy Color, actually, on the Nintendo Switch Online. But yeah, these games are out. You can play these now. They also had a couple other fun updates as well, too. So the Game Boy emulator on Switch and Switch 2 added this little Easter egg where you can have the Game Boy Pocket or Game Boy Color boot up screen appear when you hold the left analog stick in any direction when booting up the app. So all you have to do, hold that left analog stick, boot up the app, and then you'll have that quick little boot up screen that you'll remember from your actual OG handheld console. A lot of fun. I think they do that with GameCube as well too. If you hold the left analog stick, same deal. And then on the NES app, they've actually updated the CRT filters with a recent improvement. I think it's an improvement. I mean, there are probably purists who might argue differently. But there's this like real subtle inset shadow effect on the new CRT filter. I think the picture looks slightly darker, and it might be just very, very slightly less crisp or less sharp. But I actually think that adds to the CRT-ness of it. But I really like that they're still continuing to tweak things like the CRT filter and continuing to improve the experience of using these classic apps, these classic emulators within Switch Online. Really, really awesome. You can also remap controls for Game Boy and NES, which might be helpful for certain games, depending upon, if you have to run and jump at the same time, which you have to do in Mario games and other games. So it's great. Like, it's great that you can really tinker with these now and get these to play at an experience that you really are fond of, right? That is comfortable for you. All right, that's it for today. I told you I don't really have much, just that one headline. Between traveling and putting up the Christmas decorations and lights and wrangling my kids, I'm hopeful to get some gaming in. I'm still deep into Xenogears, which is a PS1 Square soft RPG. It's an 80-hour experience. I don't know what I was thinking when I started this game, but I've also been clawing away at Final Fantasy Tactics on Switch 2, which is also another lengthy game. So between trying to knock these out, I haven't really had much time to play other things because I want to get through these so I can map out what's next from my backlog, especially as I get ready for Christmas break and the new year. Like, I want to get a good map of what am I going to play next, right? So I want to thank you as always for your time and your attention. A kind rating or review helps me continue to grow the show. I know every podcaster says that. They always say, kind rating or review is awesome. But seriously, for a small, newer show like mine, every rating makes a difference. So if you've been listening, enjoying it, definitely let me know. You don't even have to write anything. Just a quick star rating is helpful. Sharing with a friend, family member, Discord server, subreddit, anywhere that gamers hang out. That goes even further. Word of mouth is fantastic. Appreciate that. Switch2pod.com for all the things. I hope that you have a great weekend. Hope that you enjoy the holiday weekend. I will catch you on Tuesday. Much love. Now go play some games.